Do you have any advice to people that are listening that want to see if they can recognize their own patterns and cycles that aren't serving them?
Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's a really lovely question. Um, I would say you can reflect back on your own life-changing moments. So those moments like where life stood still, where you get stopped in your tracks, and notice where if it feels safe, or that you feel cool to do that, and it feels, again, it's a choice of doing anything, is noticing how you felt in those moments, and then reflecting back on the time stood still moments that you currently face in your life, and noticing again, does this feel the same place in my body? Is this a repeat? Do you know what I mean? Is this a repeating thing with the same people on the board? It's like re-looking at the chess, like re-looking like a chessboard, and looking at the pieces on the board, and being like, hang on a second, is this the same? Am I moving? Am I making the same moves here? Am I making the same choices and decisions? And then once you've doing it for yourself, then look at the ancestor story. So a lot of the time we're repeating the same patterns, without even realizing, of our parents, of our grandparents, or even our great grandparents, or even aunts, and extended family. And so you can begin to look at if you know it, the ancestor story around the stories that we told ourselves, and the key life events that happen too, because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, it's just repeated. And that's what comes through from the other side. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, that happened to your dad's brother. It's exactly the same. And people are like, oh, yeah, shit, I hadn't thought about it like that. And so we're given these chances and these opportunities to do things differently. Like, I really see it as we get a chance to like rewrite the story and do things differently, and not repeat the things that our ancestors didn't get to learn.
I feel like with that, it requires us to slow down a little bit
Yeah.
and think about our reactions before we react. So it requires us to slow down and really think about our next decisions instead of immediately responding to the email, immediately responding to the text. You really have to slow down and sit with it and make a decision. That's hard. It's definitely uncomfortable.